Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly Connect. Today in this video, we are going to integrate two software applications, Razorpay and Autopilot. The use case here is whenever an invoice is paid in Razorpay, automatically create contact in Autopilot. First, let us know what these two software applications are all about. So Razorpay is an online payment gateway, whereas Autopilot is a marketing automation software. The issue here is that Razorpay and Autopilot don't have any integration between them, and that is why we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an integration software which will help you to transfer data from Razorpay to Autopilot. The best part here is you don't require any knowledge of coding. So let me show you this on my screen.
Okay, so here I am at Google, and now I will go to this URL section over here and I'm going to type pabbly.com. Okay, so this is the website of Pabbly, and now I will hover over this product section over here and I'm going to click on connect. Okay, so now we are going to sign into our account, so I'm going to click on sign in. Okay, so now because I have already signed into my account, that is why I am here. You can also sign up for free and create your free account in just 2 minutes. Here, I would like to mention one more thing. You can try out this integration in Pabbly Connect absolutely free. So if you want, you can create your account right now and set up your own automation. The link is available in the description box below the video. Okay, so now I'm going to scroll down, and here at Connect, I am going to click on Access Now. Okay, so now here we are going to create a new workflow. So I'm going to create a workflow now. Okay, so now I'm going to give a name to this workflow, and I am going to name it as Razorpay Integrations. Okay, now I'm going to create this workflow. Okay, so now here in Choose App, first I am going to choose Razorpay. Okay. Now in trigger event, according to our workflow, whenever an invoice is paid in Razorpay will be our trigger event over here. You can see we have various other trigger events available. You can select whichever you want according to your choice. And if you don't get the trigger event of your choice, you can contact our team at admin@pabbly.com and our team will help you. So here I am going to click on invoice paid because this is what is our trigger event. Now you might have a question in your mind that what is this term called trigger event? Let me tell you that automation runs on the concept of triggers and actions. It is all about when something happens, do this. For example, when a sale happens, send an email. In our case, when an invoice is paid in Razorpay will be our trigger event over here. So now when you come down here, you can see this term called webhook URL. So what is webhook? Webhook is an essential way to get data from an external software at Pabbly's end. So this webhook helps you to build a connection between the trigger software application and Pabbly Connect. So after choosing the app and choosing the trigger event, what we do is we copy this webhook URL from here and we go and paste it inside the trigger software application, which is Razorpay in our case. So here you can carefully read the instructions written over here. You can just follow them. So now I'm going to go to my Razorpay account. So this is my Razorpay account, and the first thing that you have to decide is that you have to choose which mode are you using. Is it test mode or is it live mode? I am going to use this in test mode. Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to go to your left hand side and here you can see settings. Okay, so this is the settings and here you can see webhooks. So in webhooks, I am going to add new webhook. So here in webhook URL, you have to paste the webhook URL that you got from Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to just paste it over here. Okay, secret and alert email, if you want, you can just fill these fields. I am going to leave it blank. Now in active events, when we go back to Pabbly Connect, you can read the instruction. Select invoice paid from active event section. So here we have to select invoice paid. That is this one. Okay, now I'm going to go down and I'm going to click on create webhook. Okay, so our webhook has been saved successfully. Now I'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And now I'm going to capture the webhook response. So now it is waiting for webhook response. That means it is time to do an invoice payment in Razorpay. So I'm going to go back to Razorpay. And here you can see invoices. So I'm going to click on invoices. So before doing a payment of invoice, first we have to create an invoice. So I'm going to click on this plus create invoice. And here let us create the invoice. So I'm going to fill some details. invoice number. So I'm going to put it as invoice 123. Description, I'm going to write Razorpay integration. Okay, billing to select the customer. So here I am going to create a new customer. So customer name is going to be Emily George. Okay, email emily@gmail.com. Contact number. Okay, now I'm going to create the customer. Okay, so now when you come down, I'm going to select the expiry date as 30th. Description, here I'm just going to add one item and I'll make the amount as 10,000. Now I'll come down, and here if you want, you can just write some customer notes, terms and conditions. I'll just go up and I'm going to finalize an issue. Issue invoice. Okay, so we have successfully created an invoice and issued it. Now what we have to do is we have to do an invoice payment. So I'm going to copy this payment link from here and I'll open it in new tab. Okay, so we have our invoice here and we are going to do payment. So proceed to pay 10,000. Okay, so here we have so many payment methods available. You can select whichever payment method you prefer. I am going to click on card. And here you can enter your card details. I am here going to use the test card details given by Razorpay. Okay. CVV. Okay, pay. So we have successfully done a payment of invoice over here and the amount is 10,000. So now I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect. Okay, so you can see Pabbly Connect has already captured our data. You can see invoice paid is over here, and if you go down here, you can see customer details as well. Emily@gmail.com, the contact is here, fees here, tax is here. Okay, everything is over here. So now I'm going to click on save. Okay, so here we have successfully finished our first step integration. Now let's begin with our second step integration, where we are going to integrate Autopilot and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this plus button over here. Okay. So now in choose app, what I'm going to do is I am going to choose Autopilot. Okay. Now in action event, according to our workflow, whenever an invoice is paid in Razorpay, we want to create contact in Autopilot. That is why add or update contact will be our action event over here. You can see we have various other action events available. You can select whichever you want according to your choice. And if you don't get the action event of your choice, you can contact our team at admin@pabbly.com and our team will help you. So I'm going to click on add or update contact. Okay, now let's connect with Autopilot. Okay, create new or select existing credentials. If you have an existing credential like this, you can just go ahead with them. Here I am going to click on new credentials and here enter your API key. So the instruction is written over here to get an API key for your Autopilot account. Log into your Autopilot account, go to settings, go to Autopilot API, generate, copy the API key. So I'll go to my Autopilot account. So I've already opened my Autopilot account over here. And now I'm going to go to my settings. And here you can see Autopilot API. So I'll click on it. So here you can see the API key. If you want, you can also regenerate it. I am going to copy this API key from here and I'll go back to Pabbly Connect and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so now this API key from Autopilot is going to help us to build a connection between Pabbly Connect and Autopilot. So now I'm going to click on save. Okay, so now we have some fields over here and we have to fill the information that we have got from our webhook response. So we'll just map these information. Okay, so email is here, payload, invoice, entity, customer details, emily@gmail.com, first name. Okay, I don't have the first name and last name separate, so I'm just going to put it together. So Emily George, I'll just put it here. Last name, I'll leave it blank. Now coming down, if you want, you can enter the company name, title, industry. Okay. All these things are not required. If you want, you can also create the custom field. The instruction is carefully written over here. You can just follow them. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. Okay, so we have got the API response. That means we have successfully created a contact in Autopilot. So now I'm going to save it. Okay, so now let's go to Autopilot and see if a new contact is created there or not. So I'll just go to contacts. So you can see Emily George with the email emily@gmail.com is created over here. If you click on it, you can see all the details are over here. So we have successfully finished our integration of Razorpay and Autopilot here. Now I'm going to show you this process again with one more example so that you can understand how this integration takes place in real time. So I'll go back to Razorpay and I'm again going to create a new invoice. So create invoice. Okay, invoice number, invoice 124, Razorpay integration, customer, I'll add a new customer, Benjamin Stevenson, email benjamin@gmail.com, contact number, okay, create customer, okay, expiry date, I'll keep it as 30th November, select an item, okay, I'll keep the amount here as 12,000, okay, I'll just go up, finalize and issue. Okay, we have again created an invoice over here and we have issued it. Now I'll copy the link, I'll paste it here. Okay, so now let's do a payment of 12,000 for this invoice. So proceed to pay 12,000. I'm again going to choose card and here I'll again put the test card details. Okay, CVV, pay 12,000. Okay, so we have again done a payment of invoice over here. Now let's go to Autopilot and see if a new contact is created there with the name Benjamin Stevenson or not. So I'll go to Autopilot. I'll go back to contacts. You can see Benjamin Stevenson is here with the email benjamin@gmail.com. Created date is also here. So we have successfully finished our integration. Now whenever an invoice will be paid in Razorpay, a contact will be created here automatically. Now I'll go back to Pabbly Connect and I'm going to show you what has happened in our example. I'll just minimize this. Okay, so now in our example, what has happened is first the information came from Razorpay to Pabbly Connect and then from Pabbly Connect the information went to Autopilot. So now every time an invoice is paid in Razorpay, a contact will be created in Autopilot automatically. So we have successfully finished the integration of Razorpay and Autopilot using Pabbly Connect.
Not just these two software applications, but you can integrate any software application using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, you can contact us at admin@pabbly.com and our team will help you. For more, you can also visit our website at www.pabbly.com. Thank you.